Former Shadow Minister for Indigenous Australians, Julian Leeser. Julian, you've spent several years working towards a referendum success and a voice to Parliament. You resigned as Shadow Minister earlier this year to campaign for yes. How do you feel this evening looking at these numbers?
Well, Kieran, I think the first thing I want to say, it's an honour to have something that I've worked on over a long period of time put to the Australian people. Anybody who's serious about involving themselves in public policy, to have an idea that you put forward put to the Australian people is an honour. And it's been an honour to campaign with thousands of Australians across the country and the hundreds of volunteers in my own electorate in Berowra, many of whom have never worked on any sort of campaign of this sort before. And I want to acknowledge that there have been good people both on the yes and the no side who we've seen at the booths today and as we've gone around the country. And I think that's important. But I accept the result. The referendum has been defeated. And I want to say, obviously, my thoughts are with Indigenous people, particularly those Indigenous people who put their hopes in this model of recognition, in this way of recognising people through a voice. This is not about whether Australians support Indigenous people. It was about whether people support this particular model of recognition. And I want to say that I want to redouble my efforts and recommit myself to improving the lives of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people tonight.
Julian Leeser, Andrew Clennell here. I had a Liberal frontbencher tell me in Canberra a month or two ago that your career is effectively over the stance that you've taken on this. What's your reaction to that?
Well, look, I'm the Liberal member for Berowra because I have the endorsement of the Liberal Party and the support of my community. I said I would do three things when I stepped down from the front bench. The first thing I said was that I would continue to serve and work hard for the people of Berowra, and I've continued to do that. Secondly, I said I would campaign as hard as I possibly could for the voice, and I've done that. I've attended over 100 meetings and speeches and the like over the last few months. And the third thing I said is that I would commit myself to the election of a Liberal government under Peter Dutton, and that's what I will continue to work for.
It looks like you've blown up a ministerial career for nothing, doesn't it?
I took a stand on something that I believed in, that I'd worked on, that I thought was right. And I think as a parliamentarian, there are things that you need to be prepared to do, to take a stand on. There are lines that you need to draw in the sand. You need to be a person of principle on issues. And for me, this was one of those issues. And one of the great strengths of the Liberal Party is that frontbenchers are bound by the decisions of the front bench, of the cabinet, of the shadow cabinet, and of the party room. But backbenchers can be free to campaign on issues as they see fit, and that's what I've done.
Julian Leeser, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.